They said the 10,000-hand immortal capturing formation was a weapon only whispered of in legends, a prison of sky-reaching palms no mortal could withstand. Yet here it was, stretching over the battlefield like a nightmare made flesh, gripping the exquisite chariot as Chu Feng and his companions struggled within. As the ground trembled beneath Jie Shi's unstoppable spirit formation hammer, the last hope seemed crushed until a familiar presence stirred the air with a power long thought dormant. Recap. Martial God Asura, Chapter 4665. Chapter 466 begins as Gu Tianchen descends, his white robe slicing through the storm, his aura a perfect mirror to Jie Shi's own. The young heroes watch from their fragile sanctuary, knowing that the clash about to erupt will either seal their doom or shatter centuries of rivalry. Every heartbeat counts. Every choice could echo across generations. The question lingers. Can even the might of a heaven-level master be enough to turn the tide against such overwhelming force? In a realm where legends whispered on the wind, where every gust carried the weight of ancient martial arts, a shadow loomed over the heavens. It was a shadow that promised calamity, an omen of doom that none could ignore. The 10,000-hand immortal capturing formation? The words trembled through the air, thick with awe and fear. Ziling's voice cut through the tension, calm yet edged with gravity. This is no ordinary formation, a binding technique of unparalleled might. Once it ensnares its prey, escape is almost impossible. She paused, letting the enormity of her words sink in. Only masters of the highest echelon of spirit formations can lay this trap. One must be above the purple cloak world spiritist rank to control it fully. If a blue cloak world spiritist can summon it, it speaks of attainments bordering on the divine. Chu Feng's brow furrowed. A chill ran down his spine. If Ziling's words were true, then the approaching storm was no ordinary threat. Jie Shi, the architect of this formation, was a being who had long brushed against the threshold of the purple cloak world spiritist. His mastery of the heaven realm at the 7th level made him a force beyond reckoning, a predator who could crush them without a second thought. Boom! The exquisite chariot, their vessel through the skies, was suddenly enveloped. From every direction, colossal hands of spirit formation energy clawed at them, blotting out the sun. Even as Chu Feng, Ziling, and Zhang Tianyi poured their life force into the chariot, their efforts barely dented the grip of these monstrous hands. Jie Shi descended, an imposing figure amidst the maelstrom, and extended his palm. Layers of condensed heaven power spiraled outward, forming a hand that dwarfed the chariot itself. The air itself seemed to compress under its might, pressing the 3 warriors like insects caught in a glass jar. The exquisite chariot groaned under the pressure, yet within it lay their only chance of survival. If they abandoned it, death was certain. 3 ignorant brats hiding in the elite armament won't save you. Today, you will crumble along with it. Jie Shi's voice rang like thunder, mad laughter mingling with the storm of his power. With a mere wave, the massive heaven-powered hand slammed the chariot to the earth, shattering the air around it. Again and again, he hurled it, aiming to crush every trace of resistance, to obliterate their vessel beneath the might of his spirit formation mastery. Inside, the trio struggled, tumbling with the exquisite chariot. The force pressed on them like a living thing, relentless and merciless. Yet the chariot, a true elite armament, held firm. No matter how mighty Jie Shi's strength, it could not sever the bond that connected them to their vessel. It was a fortress of martial ingenuity and ancient craftsmanship, resisting the very wrath of heaven itself. Anger flared across Jie Shi's face. He stepped into the colossal hammer formed by his spirit formation, positioning the exquisite chariot atop the World Spirit Guild's strongest formation. His intention was clear. Activate the hammer, and in one strike, shatter the chariot into dust. Ziling's voice trembled, betraying the usually calm demeanor. That spirit formation hammer, it is beyond reckoning. Even our exquisite chariot may not withstand it. Zhang Tianyi's disbelief cut through the tension. But this is an elite armament. How could it be so fragile? Ziling shook her head, dread in her eyes. Even the strongest armaments are but tools. Against absolute power, they bend, they falter. Jie Shi's hammer can obliterate the very foundations laid by generations of the World Spirit Guild. The exquisite chariot is nothing in comparison. Jie Shi roared, hair and robes whipping without wind, and the hammer descended like a mountain. Yet, in that instant, the World Spirit Guild's formation beneath them rippled, alive like a great tide. The indestructible formation surged, drawing the Exquisite Chariot into its embrace. The hammer struck and shattered against the formation instead. "Ha! It is broken!" shouted the elite army of 1,000,000. Forged from the alliances of the Jie clan and the four great powers, the long-awaited victory seemed within reach. Yet Jie Shi's eyes narrowed. The hammer's strike had not broken the formation. Someone else had undone it. An aura of unfathomable power erupted across the battlefield, sweeping like a tidal wave. The elite army staggered, some hurled miles away, powerless against its force. And amidst this tempest of martial energy, a figure emerged. A man in flowing white robes, aura radiating like the heavens themselves. Gu Tianchen, the World Spirit Guild's venerable ancestor, a master whose legendary duels with Jie Shi a century past had become the stuff of martial lore. Gu Tianchen's presence rivaled Jie Shi's. His cultivation unmistakably at the 7th level of the heaven realm, his gaze swept over the battlefield, assessing the exquisite chariot and the warriors within. "My 3 friends," he said, gratitude softening his features. "For today's trials, the World Spirit Guild owes you a debt. But now, step back. I shall finish this." In a heartbeat, his serene eyes hardened into blades of focus. Dark clouds coiled above, lightning crackling like dragons unleashed. From the storms, 4 enormous World Spirit gates descended, each disgorging a World Spirit of immense, terrifying visage, their presence alone threatening to sunder mountains and scatter armies. The stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the annals of the martial world. A battle where legends themselves clashed under storm-swept skies. Legends whisper of battles that shake the heavens, of geniuses whose power bends the world itself. Today, we step into one such tale, where the air trembles and fate hangs by a thread. Above the battlefield, 4 colossal forms hovered, each over 10 meters tall. They bore humanoid shapes, yet their faces twisted with demonic terror. Their weapons glimmered with otherworldly malice, and their auras rippled through the sky like storms. These were no mere cultivators. They were world spirits of the ghost spirit world, summoned by a mortal hand. At their sudden appearance, even the most seasoned elders faltered. Members of the Jie clan and the 4 great powers froze, and eyes widened in disbelief. The World Spirit Guild, usually unshakable, felt a cold dread seep into their bones. The aura these beings exuded was unmatched, a level 6 of the heaven realm, rare, fearsome, and capable of challenging the mightiest ancestors and chiefs alike. And yet they were bound to one man's will, Gu Tianchen. The audacity, the genius of calling forth 4 such beings in perfect control left everyone present awestruck. Even among ordinary Blue Cloak World Spiritists, a contract with 3 spirits was near the limit of mastery. But here, this prodigy held 4 at his command, their presence a testament to his staggering strength. Ziling whispered under her breath, a mixture of shock and awe coloring her tone. 3 is a limit for most, yet he controls 4. His path to becoming a Purple Cloak World Spiritist may be just a step away, like Jie Shi before him. Zhang Tianji could only gape, admiration spreading across his face like wildfire. The raw power of these spirits, their uncanny majesty, left him speechless. Chu Feng, with a grave nod, confirmed what legend whispered in hushed tones. One who truly masters this realm could summon entire armies of world spirits, armies that could stand against the mightiest powers of the land. The thought struck everyone. A single world spiritist, commanding an army of spirits, could reshape the world. Even Ziling's beautiful features reflected the turmoil of admiration and fear. She imagined a lone cultivator, rising into the skies, directing legions of spirits, their power radiating like the sun itself. Suddenly, the silence shattered. With a thunderous roar, Gu Tianchen's 4 spectral titans surged forward. But they were met by 4 equally monstrous forms, the snarling champions of the beast spirit world, summoned by none other than Jie Shi. The heavens seemed to quake as these spirits clashed, their auras colliding in a storm of unyielding might. Above the chaos, Jie Shi ascended, his gaze locked on Gu Tianchen, a cold smile twisting his features. "Gu Tianchen," he began, voice carrying like iron across the battlefield. "We began our paths together, yet you emerged days later, trailing behind my talent. Do you truly believe you can best me today?" Gu Tianchen's eyes flared with determination. Jie Shi, for a century we've grown from hot-headed youths into men weathered by time, but you persist in ignorance, striking at my World Spirit Guild before I even emerge. You threaten its very existence. Today, I will ensure your ambition ends. Laughter erupted from Jie Shi, cruel and unrestrained. You dare remove me? In the past, you could not. Today, you cannot. And even if someone were to rise above, it would still be me. Listen carefully. You are far too late. Your precious young generation, hidden away by your guild's delivery formation, is gone. Every one of them has perished. The words struck like lightning. Faces drained of color, hearts sank, and even the steely warriors of the guild staggered. Feet went weak. The world seemed to tilt. Gu Tianchen's calm facade flickered, the weight of Jie Shi's revelation gnawing at his resolve. A single generation's loss could determine the fate of an entire guild. The young were the future, and if they were truly gone, the foundation of his power teetered on collapse. Yet one elder of the guild refused to yield, shouting against the claim. Jie Shi, the delivery formation is the culmination of generations' wisdom. You cannot claim knowledge of its workings. Jie Shi's laugh rose to a manic crescendo. Nonsense? Open your eyes. Where are the heads of the Yuangang School, Hidden White Sect, Fire God School, and Free and Unrestrained Valley in my forces? Tell me, where have they vanished? Gu Tianchen, explain to your ignorant young if I, Jie Shi, cannot divine where your precious ones would be hidden. The battlefield seemed to still, every eye drawn to the heavens, where spirits clashed and destinies intertwined. In this moment, legends were not whispered. They were forged in the clash of might, the brilliance of genius, and the unrelenting march of fate.